Alright, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow Roses? Mass Mayor here, and welcome in for episode 2 for Mouse PI for Hire, which I'm glad to finally get around to playing this game again, since last time I played it was like last week. Probably was like last Friday, can't even remember. But yeah, I've obviously wanted to start working on doing like a proper playthrough for this, since again, I've only done one episode for this so far, which was last week. So next week is pretty much going to be things going to be divided up between me doing Mouse PI for Hire and Cyberpunk 2077. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to go about doing that. I was thinking I could do Cyberpunk Monday, then Mouse on Tuesday, and then do kind of repeat it for Thursday and Friday. So that way I can kind of balance things out throughout the week, because it's mainly like I said, there's several days that passed since my last episode of this. So I would like to kind of have things be a little more consistent, to where I can do one episode. With pretty much have it where it's there wouldn't be as much time in between each episode of it. So like I said, I can do one after this and Friday or tomorrow. I can do one for Tuesday, and then afterwards do the next one for Friday. And it'll probably be about maybe 2 or so days, one between 1 and 2 days, passing between playing each episode until I do finish this. I think this was gonna be about 15 to 20 hour long game, or somewhere around 12, 15, somewhere along there. But I definitely do want to try to play a little more consistently, and everything. So yeah, like I said, next week I'll be starting on Cyberpunk 2077, and I'll be juggling that and this, while of course continue to do my usual stuff for Wednesdays and the multiplayer stuff for weekends. But as far as my first impression of this, Rogues, I absolutely love this game so far. We only play about probably, I don't even know how long the last stream for this was, or the first one. 'Cause I think I think I played less than 2 hours. I did kind of close it out after I tried doing the baseball card, little mini game. But I kind of did it I think between it was I think around 1 or 2 missions. I know that we had we were kind of doing that whole opera mission, so we got more we gotta do with that. But I'm definitely gonna try to put at least 2 hours in on this tonight. Get a little more time in on it, and actually really start getting into the story and everything. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get this opening ad break out of the way, go and get started on it, because I was hoping to go live around 11 on the dot, but got held up. But Here now, we're gonna definitely like, you know, work on the story a bit more for this. Let's see what other stuff we get into. So, anyways, give me about 3 minutes or so, Rogues. I'll be back, and then we're gonna get the show on the road. All right, guys. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. Had to put on, like, the right filter and everything. So, yeah, like I said, I know my intro was a little bit abrupt, guys, but again, I did kind of get live with this a little bit later, and I want to kind of go ahead and get right on into this. So, yeah, it might have been a little bit exciting to continue this game. And also from Dave, God's gonna be back with the Discord. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna take some getting used to your new username on there, but hopefully, at the very least, you might be able to, you know, make it more close to your branding sometime soon. And hopefully this whole situation will just resolve itself. Yeah, for those who don't know, I've kind of explained it before. And also, this is an event you do get like a message from his old account. Dave the Nut unfortunately got hacked on Discord. So if you do end up getting like a message from him, like the account as Dave the Nut, keep in mind it's not him. Don't open any links that are sent to you or whatever. I mean, I know it's gotta be a likelihood that those who watch the stream that don't know him, of course, they're gonna get like probably won't get like a message from him, but just precautionary, as well as like those who are on my Discord who may who know him, who may not have been aware. But anyways, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and continue this. Alright, before I go to the Mouseburg Grand Opera, I'm gonna forward my place a little bit here. But yeah, I do like the whole hustle and bustle vibes of the city. Yeah, I'm hoping that Discord, personally, I would like for Discord to actually take notice of it so you can get your old account back. Okay, we got the baseball card here. Okay, that didn't really get a chance to read. It like it was like a curveball thing. But at least that's for my deck. Also, I do, speaking of, consider what happened last stream, I need to make sure, check something real quick. There's for like 41 baseball cards we can find. All right, Austin or Curbuns, or Curva. And, all right, that's just like a new batter. Austin Curbuns was one of the strongest rat batters of the 1920s, hailing from the old world. He, like many others, came to Mouseburg by sea after quite big affair. He might have followed in his compatriots' footsteps if he hadn't been discovered by none other than Ramon Guter. Buns made a name for himself by shouting a flurry of foreign-sounding words, always laced with one he seemed especially fond of. It sounded sort of like Curva, with the sound H at the end. That is. That does not sound too good. Okay, yeah, at least we got like the first, like, mouse comic. Well, okay, never mind. Then we got like the second. See, I know we missed that one. I don't know. It says right there, like. Okay, yeah, 1 out of 29, and then that. Okay, yes, I know which one it was we missed, like, as far as the first one's concerned. So many collectibles here. It's gonna be, like, fun playing back through this to go, like, do collectible hunting. Especially if there's a new game plus. The aim is up close and you're out of bullets unless the flare of punches, or finish them with a crushing haymaker. 2 closing statements in any gentleman's quarrel. Alright, Meister, trusting and precise with a small clip, best used in mid-range against flyers or the weaklings. Jack's trophy from the quite big affair, heavy with lead and head count. So we get upgrades for it. Okay, so we can actually upgrade our weapons. That's cool. We're trying to see here. Toggle license music. Awesome. Okay, so there is a way to toggle license music off. Okay. Alright, to the devs, thank you for that, because that was kind of a problem last stream. So yeah, like when I was doing like the baseball card game, I unfortunately got hit with, like, I noticed that my of course they had like the whole stereotypical thing of, like, using the bathroom as a dark room. I think I've seen that in quite a few different detective dramas, detective stories. But yeah, I always love whenever, like, any game, any dev like does, like, have where you can turn off the licensed music, so it shows, like, right there they are streamer friendly, and they do want streamers, of course, like, to play their stuff. But it's just like a nice little thing I've seen, like, more companies do. Cause I know Cyberpunk's gonna have, like, a thing, and there are, like, a few songs I do wish I could, like, play on the stream. Cause they're definitely, like, a few of my favorites from the game. I mean, like, I heard in Edge Runners. But, it can't be helped, of course. Here, Tammy Tumbler.
Oh, hey, Jack. Your engine's humming like a lullaby, and what's with the look, eh? Did you get roped into another case? And tell me.
Not a chance. Well, nothing special anyway. Hey, I'll catch you later, huh? I gotta poke around the opera house.
Oh, fancy. Hey, maybe you could do me a teeny favor?
I'm listening.
Yeah?
You want an autograph?
Take a picture for me? I've
thanks.
never been to the opera, They'd never let a grace mousey like me in. But you, with that trench coat and the whole manly mouse man thing going on, I'm sure they'll roll out the red carpet. Just one shot of the audience. It's gotta be crawling with flaming hot celebs. I'd love to see that.
In my line of work, Tammy, it's best to stay out of the spotlight.
Pretty please.
All right. One picture for my favorite engineer.
Okay. All right, boss. Let's get the show on the road. Wait, I'm actually driving this thing. Oh, this is one thing y'all do not want me to do. I actually gotta drive this damn thing around. This is, trust me, y'all don't want to get me, y'all don't want to, like, put any wheel in my hands.
Me and the Mouseburg Grand Opera. Hate at first sight.
Okay, I guess I'm on the smoke break. What is this?
Hey, is Roland working tonight?
Roland? Oh, the stage designer. Yeah, he's upstairs, chewing the fat with some extras.
Okay. Trying to like, cause I'm also still on the lookout for more baseball cards. I guess we're kind of like in a bit of an investigative stage right here. They actually have like a whole recipe here, and I'm wondering like how many people might have actually seen this and actually tried it. Because 4 peppers, 6 tomatoes, 2 onions, 3 garlic cloves, olive oil, butter, veggie broth, salt, pepper, basil, oregano, feta, goat cheese, croutons. I like having more meat in my veggies. I mean, meat in my soup and everything. That does sound kind of good. So oil, roast 25 minutes. Yeah, I think this actually is like a legitimate recipe here. I wonder if like anyone actually did make this. I wonder if someone played this game, saw the recipe and decided to try it, and it actually turned out being like pretty good. I'm on it. Dave's gonna try it. It kind of makes sense that you would, because it does kind of sound like it might like have some kind of like, it might have some kind of like, roots in Italian. I mean, I was thinking the oregano and the basil. Okay, this is the best I can do right here because I got my phone.
They won't even know what hit them.
He's got something to say.
Say, big guy, any way to get upstairs without rubbing shoulders with the crowd?
Oh, you want to get in? Maybe. If you're ready to cough up 30 clams. You game?
Do I have 30 clams?
All right, fine. Here you
Oh,
go,
I've got 30 clams.
Don't mind if I do. Hop in the trolley, good sir.
The what?
I wonder if they actually would have been like a quicker, like I could have taken a slower way. I hope I didn't miss anything.
Why is it always locked doors and ominous moaning?
Ain't that the truth? Alright, welcome back, man. Well, I got 10 of my 30 clams back. I didn't mean to drink that.
Pretty sure the fire department frowns on stuffing firecrackers into wooden attics.
Oh, So it was like the dynamite restore or something? Take the floor gladly. Not to take out those stupid mannequins right there.
Hey! Give me a hand here, will ya?
Sure.
Yeah, damn. Thanks, pal. This is really... Ow! What the hell was that for?
Standard procedure. Little sucker punch before questioning never killed anyone.
What kind of cop are you?
A former one. And a curious one. Word is, you're tight with Steve Bandel. I got questions, and you got a favor to repay.
Guess I owe you that much. But not here. Those bastards who locked me up here could come back any second.
You didn't do this to yourself?
What? Hell no. It was a damn extras. Came out of nowhere. Roughed up the performers, swiped the costumes, and dragged me up here.
They say anything suspicious?
I mean, something about preparing for killing Stilton during the intermission and loading a big gun. Must be some lesser-known operettas.
Wait. Stilton? As in Cornelius Stilton, the mayoral candidate Stilton?
I don't know, man. I
Apparently
don't
the one
keep
and
up
only.
Politics. I just finished a 20-hour
Yeah, it seems like it's a
calibration
trope
of
in
the
these
stage
games.
cannon.
Or like
You
the
moron.
locked doors and moaning thing.
They're no extras. And they ain't prepping for a show. There's Stilton. And there's the big gun. Judging by them boot steps. So much for staying incognito.
See, I could totally just like throw some dynamite at him right now and just end him right here. Okay, let's see if we can pick this. That should do it. Piece of cake. Oh, hello. A boomstick. Fortunately, I can't pick it up yet. I don't think. Oh, never mind. Nice. Boys in over your heads. So I did have my other gun with me. Well. No real point taking it. Oh, here's another baseball card. Pitcher. Alright, let's see what we got here. Joe Jody game. Joe Jody was a batter of out of necessity. Neither good nor bad, and certainly not clever. He became a legend through sheer unshakable dedication to his team and his part-time job at a gas station. What those two have in common? Well, Joe Jody managed to douse at least 3 opposing team members in gasoline, set them ablaze with a single month. Suspected of another 4. Capital punishment. Oof.
The city's buzzing with people. Just not the kind I'd put on the guest list.
I ain't no clown.
We just got clowned. Okay, we're doing this. Okay, guess I'm. Oh, you just shoved them all in there, and they just worked. Of course, there's a cartoon, so cartoon inspired. All right, Dave. Stop, drop, and roll. So I guess that probably would have been liquid nitrogen or something. All right, man. I guess I'm good to keep going. I'll take this with me though. No luck here, huh? Well, I'm gonna continue trying it. Okay, so let's see here. Where are we going? Wait a minute. That might help. Here we go. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, shit. I'm pretty wise. I'm more wise than you were. I mean, I still got my brains. Well, I thought. Dork. I mean, you just got clowned. If any of you boys want to try to throw down with me again, you can go and take your best shot. Guess that's for this.
Feeling a little stage fright creeping in.
Let's see here. Time to deflate some more mouse. Deflate a mouse. That was absolutely terrible.
Where the hell did they come from?
Freeze. Police. Is that the maximum I can hold? Oh shit. Kinda missed. There's like a puzzle going on here. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, let me see here. Well... I'd done that earlier to one of them. Let me go and check up here. Not seeing anything here either. How do we get out of here? Or how do we do this? Oh, might want to just pay attention to the walls, James. That'd be a good idea. there's some dynamite right there. There we go. I gotta switch that the way I want it to now. Damn it. Okay, looks like that's it right there for the moment. I can actually use this. Gotta make it personal. Got him. That should be about it. Now, what I do? Looks like I open that up there. Just wait, is that a trampoline? Yep. All this like just to get this guy over here, like you just. Why can't you just shoot him through the bars?
Almost there, Jackie. All right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
See. Someone told me to jump there and I still wasn't able to make it, so I guess like it was scripted. Well, I still got him, I guess. Somebody got like, you know, got crushed by, you know, he was nowhere near, but it's strange. I know. Easy peasy.
Ah, namaste, traveler. What brings you to this ancient place of learning? It's a basement under a brand new opera house. Semantics ain't gonna get you across that death trap, Chief. It's a shallow pit full of garbage and... Look, pal, you wanna learn? Or do you wanna stand there flapping your gums? I got deep stuntman thoughts to ponder. Yeah, all right. Enlighten me, maestro. Now, listen closely. This here's an ancient technique passed down by a legendary stunt guru back in New Rotterdam. Changed my life. Cost me 3 ribs, but changed my life. Here's the deal. When you jump, just act like
Double
you did.
jump.
Clear your mind. No thoughts, no fear, no gravity. Then, when you forget you're midair, jump again.
I like how he's actually giving like a logic behind double jumping.
Gotta be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, you are tuned,
that
so.
don't work, Chief. The great wheel of infinite cheddar. You just gotta believe. Now get out there and defy physics. No need to thank me. All right, sure, why not? Certainly trusted worse advice.
Okay. Also, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta take another quick break. Just give me a second. want to get me a little something to drink real quick. All right. So anyways, I like how they just gave like an explanation of double jumping here. Up, and crap. Again, it's hilarious how they actually did give an explanation, like just forget your midair and then jump again. There's only a tune to pull that off. So we got a map now? That was a map. Does that at least say what it is? Probably shouldn't have done it because I don't know what that did. I was hoping that was going to be sending in that, but...
Back on track. Now with new tricks. Jack Pepper saves the day. Somehow starts an actor's strike.
Okay, we got us a boss here.
She's crazy. Must be some upper thing.
I think I got a number though.
Jeez, take it down a notch. Well, Ellie Stone did
Ain't over.
Kingdom Come.
Okay, let's try out our first boss. Just gotta...
Well, at least the framing's solid, all things considered. Let's get that picture for Tam.
Well...
Well, hope she likes it.
She better. Hot off the press.
Hot, 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 hot. Oh.
Hey, tough back, ya.
Moron. Yeah, you've been forgot about, all right. I made it. I think I made it. Perfect.
Almost there.
Hey, right over here, pal.
We practice hygiene around these parts, no matter what time it is. You know, we're trying to run for our lives. All right. Won't be too much of a problem to crack this real quick before we get out of here. So, oh shit. All right, hold on. Undo. There we go. Piece of cake.
So close, yet no cheese stick. A better inn for a private di-
Leave the drama for the pros, eh? Just give me a second. There we go.
Thanks, pal. I almost got roasted back there.
It comes with the territory. You step on stage, you get roasted. Anyway, you saved my skin back there from those extras, so quid pro quo.
Told you they weren't extras. These were real bad guys with real bad intentions. Now about Bandle.
Look, Detective, I'd love to help, but I don't know much. We mostly just knock back cold ones downtown. Besides, it's not like he hasn't gone off the grid before.
Not like this. Not mid-performance. Steve doesn't just vanish. He orchestrates it, turns it into a spectacle. This is different. I've known him a long time. We went through hell together. Back in the old world.
Wade. Damn! You're the Jack Pepper? The
Present.
trench sweeper? The...
I'm touched, but let's not do the highlight reel now, okay? Look, you don't know where he is, fine. But you gotta know something. Where he goes, what he's into lately.
Well, he's been keeping to himself mostly. Doubt he's ever brought anyone home from tinsels. But when he's had a few cold fondues, he gets into some real fringe esoteric crap. Even mentioned having a lab under his mansion, sworn to secrecy on it.
Secret
Interesting.
lab, huh? Sounds like a long shot, but... You know where that mansion is?
Sorry, Detective, but he's been worryingly private. Selective about who gets close.
Yeah, figures. Thanks for the intel, stage designer.
Yeah, good luck. And bring Steve back.
I had my next stop lined up, but not a clue where it was.
We'll get there. Okay, and we are out. And the show's over. Apparently all these spots are pretty much off limits at the moment. So there are like some places where we can go. Like the Roadhouse. I just wonder why they let me go there. Like, yeah, it's still worth. It's like $30. It's not really, you know, as expensive as other games out there. I'm curious about this, 'cause I can go in here. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I've been here before. At some point, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna play again. It's gonna go in my favor. I appreciate you, Dave. Yeah, man. Sleep well, dude. And if you're up for any like the multiplayer stuff this weekend, you know where to find us. We'll either be doing
Haven't seen Steve.
if we don't do
no idea where he's
a
been
gentleman's
living these
dispute, we may
days.
be doing Super Battle
Best
Golf
I
again.
just start laying down the clues.
Wait, new arrivals. What for? It's probably the dynamite. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can buy cards from him. Okay. I wonder if these, like, I can get, like, the ones I missed. So if it's set up where you can actually buy the ones you missed, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. That is what's going on here. The most recent Mouseburg Herald is most of it filled with rather remarkable articles about city life, but a curious piece appears on the last page. One Betty Lynch, I'm reading it wrong, small-time actress and former assistant to Steve the Magnificent Bandle, was found dead. Police ruled out foul play, and the case was promptly closed by the authorities. For one of the recent, all right. Okay, we already saw that one. Other mysterious moss man. A towering creature said to occasionally emerge in the wetlands and outskirts of Mouseburg. It's said just a folk tale spun by some local indulging in cheese of questionable quality. Or is Moss Man a real deal? See, I don't know if I've read that one or not. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues. This one features a lengthy piece of history. Possible future of Shrew Thicket. Small yet thriving village, mostly inhabited by shrews. Alas, while the little rodents are running quite the business, they also causing quite a stir. More and more mice are starting to wonder if they're getting short end of the stick by receiving the same pay as the shrews. Some predict that this may end in more than a simple wage dispute. So yeah, apparently you actually can get, like, because I know there was like an issue I saw like in the first level, so I wonder if it could be that if you miss anything, you can buy it afterwards. Which if so, that's pretty cool. Like I said, and they say no crime story really starts until somebody drops dead. Sure enough, damn, another shrew hit the floor. Shrew could just be a kid. Nah, ain't no kid. No kid checks out like this. So that stash gives him up. But everybody's still somebody. I don't usually stick my nose in these things, but John kept pushing. Said it was no accident. Sure as hell not a suicide. Turns out he knew the guy back in the old days. I know his family since the Shrew Thicket days. Kill himself? Bah. Yeah. That's bad memories. Sun's off, Jack. You gotta take this one. He dabbled in this and that, washed some dough, lost some too. But he was headed for the big money. Yeah, I had to take it. Bills don't pay for themselves, so I went and paid the crime scene a visit. It was clean, the kind of clean uptown Mouse's nose gets. After that night, snorting bugs out of rotten cheese. They sure did a good job. I had a word with the concierge. Swore up and down he knew nothing about the victim, but boy did he talk. I like how we have like our own little story like right there on the side with all this. I need to like look into it. What is that? Because I used the cheese earlier, but I don't know exactly what it did to me. Let's see. Trying to like figure it out because I used it earlier and Apparently, like what it's saying right here is it actually uses sort of like a drug in this game, which I think is funny because I used some of it earlier, but. I don't know if I'm just like looking at this real quick. I don't say anything. All I know is I picked up the cheese up and used it. I don't know exactly what it did. I'll figure it out later. I was just trying to look into that, guys, to see what was going on.
Extra! Read all about it!
Okay. I like I can also buy the Herald from the from like a newsboy. One of the recent Mousburg Herald issues. This one has a prominent piece about a new political party formed in response for what the critics call the meek and meek, politics of ones like Cornelius Stilton and his party colleagues. The new group, called Big Mouse Party, endorses, though not exclusively, mice who are big and strong. Just as the name implies, the BMP is rapidly gaining popularity, especially among younger citizens of Mousburg.
Cheesy mysteries rule the headlines these days.
Let's see, we can go up here and pin this down. Alright, secret lab. Steve Bandel isn't just a magician, he's a secret lab tucked somewhere into his mansion.
And give the car a proper wash. I'll be here for a bit.
Corny? What's he doing here?
Ah, crap. First things first, assassination attempt. Apparently someone wants Cornelius Stilton gone, permanently.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh boy.
Jack! Good to see you, buddy.
Likewise, Cornelius. You are in a surprisingly good mood for someone who just dodged an assassination attempt.
Oh, well, comes with the territory when you're chasing high office. While that whole affair at the opera was most unfortunate, it was ultimately good for business.
No kidding. How so?
Ah, you were a real wild card, my boy. Quite the performance, as always. You put those goons right in the spotlight, and now they're ducking for cover. Good for me. Great for the polls. But what were you doing there in the first place?
Saving your ass,
Chasing
as
a
far as I can
magician
tell.
who vanished off script. Boom. Gone. Not just any magician either. The magician. Steve Bandel.
What? Steve's gone?
Like a fart in the wind. And now I'm stuck following a trail of stale blue cheese crumbs.
Most interesting.
And you're like a fart in the wind, and that's
what did
mice
you
gotta
find?
find who cut the cheese.
Not much so far. Just running down places he might have slipped off to. You got any ideas?
Oh, I know Steve's hangouts are all right.
Of course you do.
Better yet, I think I know just the one you're after. He did some soul searching at that mansion on the outskirts of Mousburg. The address here.
Why, Cornelius, you just made my job a whole lot easier.
Well, you did save my life after all, right?
Yeah, more than once.
So I was kind of just surprised. I thought like he was gonna like be a complete ass or whatever, but apparently I don't know. He kind of seemed like he might still be a bit scummy, but he just helped me out. So.
Jack,
Wanda?
so I hear you made quite a scene.
They armed it. I
Yeah, tell me
moved
about
it.
On the
I didn't do it.
contrary, my dear Pepper, you tell me What'd you uncover amidst your big stage debut?
Well, turns out our
I'm trying to make it
missing
sound like I'm the one to arm the
magician
gun.
had some skeletons in the closet. And it wasn't just Betty's. Get this. Apparently this scoundrel has a secret lab.
Oh, where is it?
Underneath his mansion. At least that's what this stage designer claims.
Well, what are you standing around for then? Go sniff out some clues. Spoiled cheese, evil lab rats, whatever you can dig up.
Hey,
You're
I'm
not
trying to do my job.
boss,
Thank you.
right?
You ain't the boss of me. Not sure how you get tokens. Whenever it's like to playing this. See, she knows she kicked my ass. Over there with that look on her face. I gotta figure out how to get tokens. That's gonna be pretty interesting. I wonder if, like, I'm actually curious on how that works, but because they do have like some free roam aspects this after you beat the game. That'd be pretty awesome to kind of go in and like mop stuff up. Spiked spinach. Could get some of these, but kind of feel like I should save my money. But I am digging like the whole collectible aspect of this. I'm really, I know I'm gonna be enjoying the rest of my playthrough of this game. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So? Did you get me a really glamorous opera pick?
Yeah. Just as the whole place went up in flames.
What?
Yeah, well, there was this assassination attempt, and, well, anyway, here. Should be enough to draw your own conclusions.
Huh? It looks,
Take it or leave it, lady.
What? Underwhelming? Boring? Out of place? Welcome to haute culture.
No, it's just, that's not what I... Oh, never mind. Thanks, Jack. You're, as always, the best.
Yeah, well, always happy to disappoint, kiddo.
I guess it's just like, you know, she wanted to see an actual audience there. Well, most people probably either got vacated or cremated. Look, it's not my fault. I mean, I didn't set the place on fire. As I continue to say, like, I just moved the missile around or moved that, whatever that thing was. Trying to stop an assassination attempt, not like, you know, keep the whole place from burning down. We kind of like had, what I could there. We had like a few seconds or whatever. We just, that was like, I don't know, same time that fuse, like, that was like the longest fuse I ever saw. Yeah, I guess plot convenience, plot convenient fuse as far as like burning and everything. Another roadhouse over here. Okay, yeah, I couldn't tell that that was like, it looks like that one little bridge thing from Beetlejuice. They got roadhouses all over the place, looks like. An outhouse?
All right. According to Corny, the entrance should be around here somewhere.
I will say, like, this does have me wanting to like watch like some old Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Those lunatics
Call test,
crawl out
great.
from.
We just call you a cold and no personality. You ain't really got a head to work with for that.
An outhouse. That's a
That's
low-hanging one.
that's what I said. Yeah, I'm not gonna use like the cheese again until I figure out exactly what it's for. Man, that looks kind of sus down here. I don't know if I'm going water or not. Okay, yeah, I can't go in water. Okay, it would have been cool, like, they would have had some behind there. Alright, so there's no real penalty for, like, falling in water, I guess. I figured I would have got, like, killed by a gator or something, but...
Holy flush. We're moving.
Oh, that's why this might be a
Stevie
fun
boy,
level.
What exactly were you up to?
I'm willing to bet we're gonna find, like, you know, some experiments down here. Like, kind of, it's gonna not exactly be, like, safe inside a test tube. Possibly of a certain corporation regarding, like, a evil residents. I don't know, I'm just saying, if we end up seeing zombies, I won't be surprised.
The Discord comes.
Okay.
Follow the white cable, Jack.
Sounds like a plan to me. You know, if you have a shield, use it. Well, I thought. That's how I made sure your head was attached so you could actually do so. Well, this is definitely kind of creepy. I'm digging it. Kind of like just look around and make sure it's like nothing I'm missing. Gotcha. Going like that side. This side. This side. We'll say this side. Kind of. Piece of cake. Wasn't really a lot of gold to that, but. When I say gold, I mean money. Okay, so he's got a whole octopus in there. And it looks like it's mad as hell, so I'm having to feel it's gonna be a boss. Or what's this? Another blueprint. I don't know what the blueprints are for.
What?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I'm looking at. Tell me, obviously it's an octopus. A pissed off octopus. So octopissed. Yeah, I said that, Rogues. You're gonna have to deal with it. That was terrible. That was a horrible joke, and I ain't taking it back. Yeah, he is octopissed. I can't forget myself. I just can't. My mind keeps drifting back to Betty. So to make me show my work out in the unknown. Enough to make me shelve my work on the unknown. Bringing her back, it wouldn't be some parlor trick in the memory lane. No, can't turn back the river. Can't ring the bell. A bell. So if I had a chance to ask her one question, the only one that ever counted, the rest of it would fondue. You varnish her? Okay. I'll read this when I come back, Rogues. Ad break's about to start, so give you about 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Back. So, like I said, we picked this up right before the break. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues. This one recounts the rise of Steve Bandle. Stormed to the magic scene with a bang. A newcomer to the world of illusions, Bandle has housed a mouse of great promise. Tricks to draw in big crowds into vaudeville shows and even theater stages. And of course, like any true prestidigitator, he's joined by a stunning and heart-stopping assistant, one Betty Lynch, a young part-time singer and part-time actress. Contract binding two parties, the scientist and the magician, for a joint research into things unknown. The scientists provide lab equipment and manpower. The magician brings the funds, and judged by the promissory note, The bootload. There's a boatload.
Steve worked with scientists. Old world scientists, no less. That could come in handy.
Yeah, it's something about, like, you know, I guess, like, the writing style of the game or whatever kind of, like, throws me off at times. So, like, I don't know, it seems like with some games I play, I can, like, read them a little more fluently. The other ones kind of make me stumble my words for some reason. Oh.
Let's dip.
That's concerning. Is this what I think it is? Oh, yeah. I've got a dip gun. So, yeah, I mean, thankfully it's not the shoot from Who Framed Roger Rabbit I'm killing with this thing or whatever, because that would be traumatizing, but you guys are fair game. So basically I'm throwing paint thinner at him. That's kind of disturbing. The devarnisher. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. So yeah, it's basically like the dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It was worth a try. In my mouth. Yeah, turpentine. But basically, I guess paint thinner. I'm trying to remember, is turpentine? I know that was one of the ingredients in dip. Yeah, turpentine is traditional natural solvent used as paint thinner for oil-based paints, varnishes, and oil medium. So yeah, turpentine is basically paint thinner. I'm trying to like, yeah, I remember that was one of the ingredients in dip. The fact that, you know, it was obvious what the reference was. He said, "Let's dip." Question is what I gotta do next with this. Where am I going next? That thing is like still a mystery. There's bars on the windows here. See, it looks like there's a spot there where I could probably like crawl through or something. Like there's just like a really suspicious, like, you know, hole right there. Gotta like figure out. Maybe we just gotta follow the cord, as always. We unlock that one, maybe unlock this one. Okay, hold up. Here we go. I think we're getting somewhere now. Smoke cured special, peppered. And I feel there's gonna be like a little temporary power-up thing that's gonna increase my fire rate or something.
Oh, don't tell me I gotta get that running again.
Huh? Oh, I'm just me walking, just, okay, that explains, I'm setting them on fire. And see, this thing is like, it's great because it goes right through the shield. You just gotta get a direct hit with it is the thing. There's definitely a lot here, so I mean, I got like a lot of potential missed secrets. I think there might be one up there. I just figured there would have been a secret up here. And again, I think that there might be a reason for this. It might not be over there, it might be over here. I guess not? It would have been like a good spot for them to have a secret. I guess I can continue onwards. I'm not really seeing much anything down here. I'm gonna like do like a quick ammo run. Wait a minute. Cool. Alright. MJ gain. Apparently like did all that like them end up like behind bars or something? Head of the Gain family. Mama Jody was a marvel to behold. Standing 7'1", like a war goddess, with biceps for days, forearms like whales and shoulders and all shoulders. Her pictures are just as impressive, at least for a few seasons. But Mama Jody gained had a bad habit of bad mouthing other players with a meat axe and butcher's cleaver. Life, no early parole. It makes me wonder, like, what happened to the first guy. I mean, I don't know if it really actually said he had, like, a kind of sentence.
Now, what the absolute?
And then we got okay, that's kind of disturbing.
What sort of devil's trickery is this?
Exterminate.
I'm digging the mute. Whoa, okay, that's cheap as hell. Oh, I gotta hit. Okay, hold on. Gamma what? Oh. Hope no smash. Sounds like a Dalek. Dalek. Damn. I was like, I can stay crouched down. It is. Ah, shit. Okay, that's just cheap. A lot of this comes down to sheer luck. What if I should sound like GLaDOS? Alright. Yeah, that. Okay, I gotta use the dynamite on that one too. That was. So I just said my first death in the game, but I don't know. That was definitely an out of control, surprise difficulty spike there. It wasn't really like. I got your number now, though, Toots.
Don't want any of that, not even one iota.
Okay. Okay, I think I got a number for sure this time. It's time to finish this off. You know what? I was about to bop you. I was about to go rock and sock him on that robot.
An awful lot like Steve's old stage girl.
Yep, that's definitely what it was. He's got an Igor. Of course he's got an Igor. Why am I not surprised? Every mad scientist has to have an Igor.
Master.
On the blueprint.
Master.
You can wait. I ain't your master. I think your master flew the coop there, buddy. He's gonna call me a meowster.
Master, would you kindly?
Okay, we ain't going to Bioshock territory here, dude. Just because, like, you know, Troy Baker, like, voiced Booker in Infinite. We ain't going that. Would you kindly?
Hello, dear sir. I mean, master.
Ain't me.
I'm not your master. Everyone's someone's master. Okay.
All right, who are you?
So who the hell are you? I'm Igor. Igor? Not Igor? No, Igor. Why so many R's? It's harder to pronounce, as the classics would say. These references are gonna get old real fast. Oh, they must endure. There's plenty more where that came from. I can only imagine. Now seriously, who are you? I'm the caretaker master. Or, well, I was. My former master's gone, so now it's just me.
They let them in a cage?
Gone. Like, gone? Oh, no. Just he's not here. Makes the lab a tad lonely. Apart from the crazy cultists, or the robo-assistants, or that eerie, creeping sense of foreshadowing that somewhere along the way your cheese brain's gonna get fried.
Okay.
Master.
You can...
What? That,
Read the
premonition?
foreshadowing here.
Oh, don't mind me, Master. Just rambling, babbling. Do your thing. Maybe sweep the floors while you're at it.
Ain't that your job?
I am sweeping here.
That's not quite what I had in mind.
He's basically saying, like, sweep the. I'm not doing your job. Tell me about the lab, death, and robots.
You got any pointers? Suggestions? This lab's got crazy written all over it.
Oh, it's milquetoast compared to the labs in the old world.
Believe me, I know. You're from the old world?
In a way, but Master Bandel took me in and taught me a thing or two.
Makes
Gave me a
sense.
job, too, so here I am. He's been away lately, though, probably on some business trip.
Yeah, you can say that again. So what's with the robot?
Well, the word robot itself comes from a famous play by...
Spare me an etymology lesson. I need facts, Igor.
No, Master. It's Igor.
Same
That's
damn
what I
thing.
said.
No, you said Igor. But it's Igor.
Oh, for the love of... What's with the robot, babe?
Oh, that's the Master's former assistant, Betty.
What, did he actually turn into a cyborg?
Isn't Betty Lynch?
Not in the flesh, of course, Master. Flesh is weak. But the
I was gonna say, not the
Master was
actual
quite
her.
devastated when his
They put her
assistant
consciousness in it or
left him.
something?
And then, well,
That's what I was concerned about.
died. So he started building something to remind him of her.
Now that's creepy.
You don't know the lengths and depths of one's sorrow, Master. Don't judge.
Well, yeah, I guess. Still, this one seemed unfinished. Deadly, but unfinished. So,
That's what I'm concerned
what
about.
I'm asking is there a fully built version out there?
Probably. Deeper in the lab, there should be an update, so to speak.
Great. Just great.
That's concerning.
By the way, I know a great surgeon. Dr. Bodan Wazuka is,
Don't go down that road, sir. That would be far, far too much for them to handle.
them?
Them.
Which them?
Them.
I swear, I'm gonna punch him at some point.
You're still saying that out loud, Master.
Oh, right. Pretend I didn't. So, I'll be going, Igor. I gotta...
Do visit more often, Master. We can hang out anytime you want.
Poor guy seems like just he's very like lonely.
Sure, we'll get along just splendidly.
Poor guy. Just like locked up there in a cage and everything. I kind of feel bad for him. And the projector's power. Of course, I gotta follow that.
Okay, that definitely did something.
What's this right here? Oh, for the love of all that's holy, I'm fed up with these stinking morons. I bought them into my home for a little cover, maybe some labor, maybe, just maybe, a bit of material for the experiments. It turns out that kind of chaos is tough to wrangle, let alone control. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Eviction's off the table now. Might have to see off the underground. Okay, one more thing over here, looks like. You're saying? Okay. That's not right. That's better. The hell? Oh, I'm timed. Okay. Got it right in the time that time. Okay. I want to save before I open that door. If everything's like clear afterwards, I'll do it again, so I don't have to worry about it.
Whatever it is.
That was way too simple. Okay. In order to die here, can you imagine what a filthy... He whined about a drunk shrew spilling string cheese hooch all over the carpets. One thing he said piqued my interest. And not just one. I'd stomach one filthy shrew, but he had a buddy. Barely made it to the lift. The smell, I tell you. I think I was really missing something in transit there. Every step, each little tweak, nudges closer to my masterpiece. Betty, whole again. Never figured cash would be the problem. Not the attack of the unknown, just banknotes, of all things, standing in the way of my grand design. One of my investments went sour. Cut the dividends without so much as a buy your leave. Don't ask why, don't need to. I'll see my opus through. Come hell or blue gorgonzola. Igor's pacing like a caged gator. Sweeps floors by the day, by the hours, if he smells something coming. Great, a hypnotoad.
Another one? Please tell me they didn't go for the rule of 3.
No mirrors, no fires, no strings, only pure slaughter.
Okay. Shit. That's the ticket to it, maybe. Okay, she's actually, I feel like she's easier than... It looks to me like if I can, like, you know, catch her in her own blast, it does damage too. Wait for it. Just took herself out.
Mine's already gone, sweetheart.
Okay, she actually wasn't as tough as the first one. Thankfully, she was giving me the ammunition to throw at her. Yeah, that wasn't tough at all. Of course, it wasn't an actual elevator. Let's get the secret lab.
Hell of a mess, Steve.
Ah, shit. And I like he did the thumbs up. That was cool. So he pulled a Terminator. That was wild. This is where we gotta go next. Probably gotta go down. Alright, well. Let's just go over there. Okay, I can't like... That doesn't sound too good. Wait, did I actually kill someone with that? Never mind. I think it's just like, you know, you gotta be precise with your shots with this thing. Okay. Making sure. I probably shouldn't have done that, but... I love the realistic looking skeletons compared to everything else. Like, shit, I mean to make like another save. There we go.
Now, is this one of those moments in life when my endless plumbing repairs actually pay off?
That was actually surprisingly easy. Another comic. I had a lead, a shaky one, yeah, but still had a lead. Let me see like if we got anything out of order here at the moment. Or anything that's... Okay, yeah, so that was in order. I found all of them so far. Again, I can always, like, you know, buy the other ones I ain't got yet. It's a big-ass pencil. Get out of the way, robot. What's that cork just pop right there? I wonder. I don't think that cork was there before. Makes sense. I think things are starting to flood. I'm dead.
get the feeling I'm just doing Igor's chores.
Yeah, I barely survived that. Yeah, buddy, you're about to die because now I know what's going on there. You don't have that little element of surprise anymore. You really shouldn't have done that. I might have to pick that lock again. No, okay.
Now, why do I get the feeling I'm just doing Igor's chores?
That'll teach you. Make sure there's nothing up here. Okay. I think that water's still rising. I think it definitely is. Thankfully, we're out of the way. Out of harm's way.
This looks like the final stretch of that damn lab. There's gotta be some evidence here.
Probably wasn't a good idea for me to jump like when that was still doing its thing, but we're good. Forgot I could've, you know. I did like look up on one of the breaks rogues that like the cheese is actually for health. I could've like, you know, eaten that in a pinch. Okay, continuing onwards. I'll just push the big button.
Now this, even for Steve, this is crazy.
Got one more of these bots to fight. It's probably gonna be the most dangerous one. I don't know, the last one wasn't really that bad when you figure it would have been like a Mark II. This one might, for all we know, might combine like, you know, aspects of both boss battles. What we got here? No setback, and why? Because you can't do jack without dough. Banks, companies, subsidiaries, always the choke chain. Play the good boy, they pat you on the head. The second you show you ain't their pocket, they slam the purse shut. We'll flood the gates, eh? I've lined up new investors. It's the old bunch. But they'll carry me through. All that's left is the price they name. Right. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues. This one features a piece on a suspected money laundering operation, allegedly tied to more than a few street magicians. Cups, cards, and flashy wand tricks make it easy to squeeze the last buck out of any honest, if morally frail, mouse. But the money seems to vanish in other pockets as well. According to our insider sources, the police are on the move and have already seen their first successes. Okay. I might be able to... Yeah. Easy peasy. Okay, got into the blueprint. Or schematic, whatever.
Oops, I jinxed it, didn't I? That's on me.
Okay.
By order of Evanel, no egghead gets through.
Oh, she's ready to square up.
Well, the only degree I got is a pedigree in shootouts.
Yeah, it is, Jeremy. Oh my god, enough of the Dalek, you know. I gotta watch those things. I was trying to see. Babe, I don't want him. Figured. Yeah, she's basically using gamma rays. Better than the first one did, and throwing bombs out. Oh shit. I wasn't trying, but I'll take it. Damn! That's how you get some trophies, Rogues. Holy shit. Probably should actually get behind like that thing. So that was on me. Alright, got some more Devonisher. Take your robot karate on somewhere else. That's the trick to it. She basically tries to keep me in one position so they can jump me. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a little bit more work to get this, but I got her. I know now I gotta get behind that thing just like the other gamma ray one. But it's just she throws the bombs out at me, so I have to like, you know, take care of, like, watch them too. Oh, we'll dance, heart, darling. Okay. Trying to just stop back up on everything. Alright, now I can start hitting her. Come on to you now, darling. think I was doing damage myself there, but... Wait for it. Ow. I swear, I feel like some of these shots are not hitting her. Okay, I need to find some help ASAP. Alright. Time to finish this. You're dead, you already just don't know it. Now you're dead. Yeah, thankfully I was whittling her down as I was getting back away.
Long talk about your life choices.
Ain't that the truth? Let me check something real quick. I was just checking something. All right. I'm actually concerned I had some armor down there too. Yeah, that was actually a pretty fun boss fight though. But honestly, I think like the Varnisher is definitely like one of my favorite weapons in this, just because the Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you know, that's obviously what this is a reference to. But also I think about Who Framed Roger Rabbit and, you know, the shoe scene. Coast Guard arrival card. The scientist, date 12/5, December 5th, 1931. An average dockside arrival card, dated 3 years back, signed by the Coast Guard and someone by the name von Harzer mentions a huge submarine.
Coast Guard papers. Arrival signed by a von Harzer. Name doesn't ring a bell. Time to find out why.
Alright, Quidophone. That's a thing. Okay. That mission was actually pretty intense. Again, I ain't getting over the fact she sounded like a Dalek when I was fighting her. Hang on. Yeah, it felt like that. Okay.
Guess an IO wanted a little update. What now?
Yeah. Ballistics augmentation and noteworthy gains. But not packing the payload you promised. Tired of firing blanks when you need a real bang. But you're looking for a long barrel, quicker release, or something with a little extra kick. There's so much phrasing going on there. Swing by my workshop. I've got a brand new piece of banging genius you don't want to miss. Tammy T.
The hell was she thinking?
So we missed like one there. Okay, so we missed like one Mouseburg Herald. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues. This one celebrates the spirit of progress, showcasing the latest inventions and standout innovations from the past decade's New World fairs held in Mouseburg. Featured among the marvels are fireproof asbestos, suits for firefighters, inflatable emergency airplanes, and a smorgasbord of culinary creations from the renowned brands under the Spike D umbrella. Okay. Let's see what Tammy's tinkering with. Or now dilator. I just expect him to get up and start doing some like thing that ragtime. Okay, she set up a shot right out behind his.
Are you out of your mind, Tam? Announcing something like that?
Like What?
That little notice you posted. Banging genius. What kind of talk is that even?
It's about gun tuning, dummy.
Yeah. It's a what?
Bang! Ballistics, augmentation, and noteworthy gains. More bullets, better aim, you know? Because
He thought it was. I saw the innuendo there. He
Since
thought.
my wetlands days, you bring schematics, pop them in, and bang! Your gun's upgraded. Oh! I even came up with a banger.
I think he actually thought that she was like trying to.
Bang for
Yeah.
your buck. Huh? What do you think?
It's, it doesn't quite...
I saw an innuendo in it. He thought it was something completely different.
No, but it's good. It's good. Great. Even, I'll use it like crazy. Right now, in fact. Young adults. Sheesh.
Yeah, these damn kids and their newfangled lingo. What the hell are they thinking?
Hey, you ever stop and think how things would be if you hadn't tossed my stepdad into the slammer?
Easy there, kiddo. Let's pump the brakes on the existential crisis.
Now, Jack, I made my peace, okay? I was just wondering, do you ever, second guess it?
Didn't back then. Felt like the right thing to do at the time, but now, maybe not so much.
Well, things turned out okay, right?
Right. Sorta. Kinda.
Oh, L2 to 5. Okay, that'd be nice. Alright. I got 7 blueprints. That's what these are for. Okay, increased damage, eclipse size, and max ammo. There's just... Alright. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's already only $30, so it's even still... it's not exactly, I don't know when it's gonna go on sale because it just came out, so it's gonna probably be a bit, but still it's only like $30, so I feel like it's honestly like, it's definitely like, worth more than its weight in that. And I'm only like I'm only probably about like maybe about 3 or so hours in, so there's still like a lot more to it. Yeah, it is. It's like only $30, so it is. And the thing is, this game's been like, it's taking forever for it to come out, and it finally did, and it's been getting good reviews. One of the only one of the only publications that gave it like a bad review was like IGN, and well, let that speak for itself. But yeah, because honestly, it makes you think of like a lot like BioShock, and it's like there's been some BioShock vibes to it, to a slight extent, just minus the plasmids and everything. I think it's just because Troy Baker, holding with him voicing Booker in BioShock Infinite, and also the old time, style of it. But it's pretty much just like, I guess like if you were playing like a more like if they. I think to me, it makes me think of like if Disney and Adult Swim made like a cartoon. This is probably what it would be like to an extent, just because of the blood and all that. Yeah, that actually is a pretty good comparison. Cuphead and BioShock. It kind of like has like, just not difficult, and it doesn't have plasmids, but still it's just like the cartoony nature. It's like you're actually playing like a more young adult Disney cartoon or something. But there's even been like a few other games that have come out that had this vibe. There's like this one survival game, like an open world survival that's I got the demo for, that basically has this whole concept to it. It's just like a rubber hose style thing, but it's not like black and white, and it's kind of like just, I guess if I guess like a Mickey Mouse, like is in the world of Minecraft or something. But yeah, it definitely, to me, it's just kind of like a little bit of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, a little bit of BioShock in regards to just like the old time feel of it, like even though it's like in the 30s instead of 50s, like maybe a little bit of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, a little bit of Cuphead, just because of the whole cartoon aspect as well, and a little bit of BioShock. But it's just, but also I think like another way to kind of say it will probably be like if as I said before, it's kind of like a little bit of maybe Who Framed Roger Rabbit mixed with Doom, because it's a first-person shooter, and a lot of it is like just like staying on the move, like shooting and everything, using the environment around you. I mean, like I said, they even have like, of course, the whole thing like with the Devarnisher. That's literally like when you first got it, when I first picked it up. Pepper, Jack Pepper, outright said, "Let's dip." And this is pretty much, of course, it's turpentine it fuels, and turpentine is paint thinner, and that's, of course, obviously a Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because when you kill the enemies with this, it melts them. So it's pretty much, more or less like a direct reference, I would say, or I don't even think it would be loosely based. I think it's just like it's obvious it's a reference to Who Framed Roger Rabbit with the whole dip, you know, that Judge Doom had created, because the whole thing like how to actually kill a tune. So yeah, it's just kind of like, even when you kill, because the thing with Who Framed Roger Rabbit is when, like, you know, it has the whole thing with, like, it kind of works differently here because everything here is tune based. Like it's pretty much everything here is cartoony. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you had like humans living with tunes, and so the whole thing was that, you know, a human couldn't actually kill a tune normally. So Judge Doom came up with the dip, which pretty much was showing like a way to actually, you know, give actual finality to, like, you know, tunes when they were pretty much immortal. But here it's kind of like different because, you know, it's still like the whole paint thinner thing. But it's still like tunes killing tunes in a tune environment, so it just still gives like a cartoony death compared to, like, you know, if this is like a real world thing where if we were playing like it was more realistic and we were fighting tunes and we hit them with a devarnisher and it killed them. So yeah, it definitely is like it's definitely like a reference. It's obviously like reference to Who Framed Roger Rabbit because the whole paint thinner thing, but it still kind of like loses like a little bit of impact just because it's not like, you know, a human realistic world where humans are existing with humans. And again, obviously, of course, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you know, a human couldn't just like normally kill a tune like by shooting them or like, you know, or stabbing them or whatever. So they would pretty much just, it was pretty much, you know, just like I think like Acme or whatever said, you know, no matter what you threw at them, they pretty much, it was just like, you know, you could basically throw whatever you want at them and it wouldn't kill them. They just, like, you know, shake it right off. Like tunes were pretty much invincible, but of course the dip, like, you know, would give them like an actual death. And again, that damn shoe from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I think that's the one scene that, you know, I still hate in that movie the most. But yeah, it says right here, so this actually sounds nasty, because it says, like, increases projectile count, clip size, and max ammo. Reduces recoil, all fire, fires a sticky blob of acid, which explodes after a short delay, so it turns into a proximity bomb. Deals extra area damage that applies toxic damage over time. Increases projectile count, clip size, and max ammo, reduces recoil. So yeah. I could actually go ahead and max this out if I wanted to. But then charge up and fires a more powerful shot. All fire fires 3 quick accurate shots. So I think I'm just gonna go and like just do this starting off, so I can at least get their all attacks in. And still, you know, reduces recoil, reduces spreading recoil. That reduced recoil for the boomstick's gonna be great on its own. And bullets pierce the first enemy hit, so that's gonna be amazing. So now I got piercing shots with that. And all fire, fire sticky blob of acid for that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna hold on to the rest of the upgrades. The rest of my blueprints. At least now I know what they're for. So yeah, increases damage. Okay, it says right there, so that one thing right there. Okay, never mind. It's at 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, that's actually the price of each one. Or that's not the price, that's like the number. So yes, it's 2, be 3 for that, and that's probably gonna be like, you know, 5 or something. Beam style would only be able to get like one more upgrade anyway. But I wanted to. Clip size is double. Bullets pierce the first 2 enemies hit. Pierce the first 3 enemies hit. So that's actually gonna be pretty. Wow, that's gonna be nasty. Like actually shoot like through 3 enemies at once. They got like a whole bunch of them together. That's actually gonna be pretty handy. And I've been using the boomstick a bit. I'll go and like upgrade it. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be like a lot of fun. Like, oh, and it actually shows the upgrades on them. So yeah, like the I like how it actually upgrades the look of the weapon too. The boomstick has like, you know, the holes in the barrel now. Definitely need to get like, you know, more cards, but that's gonna be like as I get through like more of the game. Because that's gonna like make it easier for me to actually, you know, because I have found it's probably gonna be like in a trophy for taking on like, you know, actually beating her in a game.
Well, don't leave me hanging, Jack. Did you see the secret lab? I got notes to take, so chop chop.
Let me snooze
Then
real
hold
quick.
on to your tights, Wanda, because that place was nuts. Robots, experiments, stuff I don't even have names for. How the hell did Steve afford all that?
Oh, money, Jack. The guy was filthy rich. Now tell me, did you find him? His body?
No body, but he did try to, recreate Betty Lynch.
The dead starlet? She used to be a stage girl before Tinsel Bros snapped her up, right? Wait. What do you mean, recreate?
Guessing her accident hit him harder than anyone knew. Hard enough to make himself a robotic replacement.
That's... Ew.
That is, ooh.
Yeah.
Calling it creepy is like saying Wallet boys are just kinda into blue cheese.
Deep issues aside, got any real leads on Bandle? Come on, Jack, spill it!
Well, this might be bigger than we first thought. I found traces of Steve's dealings with, a technophile group, I think. A bunch of weirdo mad scientist types.
Did you interrogate any of them?
They were long gone, but they did leave a trail of cheese crumbs, and what they were working on was out of this world.
Ugh, please. Sounds like more Bandle smoke and mirrors shrew crap.
No, this was something else. Eerie. Tales.
I love all the mouse puns.
Kind of stuff that makes my fur stand on end.
Well, if it rattled you, maybe there's something to it. So, what's the plan now?
Not sure yet. I need to think. Rethink even. Go over all the clues I've got. Maybe poke around elsewhere. I'll keep in touch, all right?
Oh, you will. I'll see to that.
I just said I'll keep in touch. Shush. I still need to figure out this prize dispenser thing. Might be like for beating the what's her name in the card game. Okay, let's go ahead and pin
Mind
these.
if I borrow a minute,
Oh, god
Sport?
damn it.
Well, there's another issue I wanted to talk to you about. See, these shoes.
Ah, hell, Cornelius, not you too.
It's not like that, Jack. I'm simply concerned for our little brothers. I see there's been some weird
Disdain?
Disagreements? Between
yeah,
them and
that's
mice?
No,
Disassembly?
Disinfectants? No way. They finally came up with something better than Spike D's stuff.
disappearances.
That
Jack.
works too.
They're in real danger. See, the shrews were always a thorn in the side of, you know.
The uptight and wealthy?
Just so. Anyway, a little bird told me that the shrews are disappearing faster than a shell's trench.
So the shrews like poor or something is what they're trying to say in this game?
Might be involved. No one knows what to make of it. But maybe someone should. Someone with a penchant for solving mysteries.
Don't accent it.
So, this is my cue to go and dig a little.
See, that's what I like about you, Jack. You always know when to make your move.
You know, when someone's like moving to twist
Probably
my
nothing,
arm.
but might check out Clergy Row. See if the air's thicker than usual.
Okay, so the arrival card. An average dockside arrival card date 3 years back, signed by the Coast Guard and someone by the name of Von Harzer mentioned a huge submarine.
Unravel, schmunravel.
Cultist. Strange type sniffing about Steve's lab. Robes, symbols, vacant stairs. Cultist maybe? Question is what they want and how they get here. Get there. Alright, Robo Betty. Turns out Steve was crazy eating grape jelly on a Casamigos platter. But a robot version of his latest assistant Betty. Cold metal, cold memories.
See.
Smith. And the research deal. Right. So probably actually find a little bit of something out like when we go to Clergy Row as well. It looks to me like so far we ain't really got much. Alright. So that being said, Rogues, we're gonna go ahead and start calling it here. I'll be continuing the case. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I'll continue the case sometime later today. It's currently 1:45 a.m. And definitely want to go ahead and like, let me snooze this again real quick. So yeah, I told you guys I was gonna try to get about like 2 hours in tonight. Yes, we did, and then we closed out the Opera House thing, and then did this, pretty cool mad scientist level. I'm still curious about that octopus, like that octopus in the test tank or whatever. That was a strange when they really explained anything on it. But either way, we'll be going to Clergy Road tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, this was definitely, now that I'm actually kind of getting more into it, I'm definitely, enjoying the game more. Now I'm kind of understanding how some of the other stuff works. As far as like the blueprints I've been picking up, and it's made it like even easier. The fact that all things point that if I do miss something on any of the cases, I can just buy it. So if I do like miss any of the newspapers or any of the baseball, like any of the newspapers and maybe the baseball cards, and what was that? Yeah, the newspapers, yeah, the comic strips, baseball cards. I'm assuming we can just pretty much buy them. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get me some rest. I promise you that. I'm gonna make some food because I never actually got around to it earlier. I was supposed to do it between like my stream earlier on of Acts of Blood and also this, but I didn't get around to it. But thankfully today or later today or whatever is just gonna be like one stream. But I'm gonna make sure I hit the gym because I didn't go like day I was supposed like go yesterday like I was supposed to because normally it's supposed to be like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I missed out on going yesterday for Thursday. So I'm definitely gonna make sure I go in at least today and rest over the weekend. And then like try to get back on my proper gym schedule next week. So I'm gonna definitely try to get back to doing like only one stream a day, other than Wednesday next week, because I've been doing like a lot of 2 stream days, and I need to definitely kind of cut back on that a little bit. But at the very least, now that Bloodborne's out of the way, I can finally start my revisit of Cyberpunk 2077 because I played it before, did one stream of it for probably maybe a couple of hours, and haven't played it since then. And I definitely need to go back in and give it like another chance. So I will be doing that, of course. Yeah, I really do need to go back in and give Cyberpunk like another shot, and that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 will be like a Monday and Tuesday, or if I don't, or well, I was thinking I could either do that Monday and then more Mouse on Tuesday, and then more Cyberpunk on Thursday, then Mouse on Friday. I haven't really decided how I'm gonna go about like formatting it because I do want to make sure I continue this. There's still gonna be a good link left to this game. So like I said, I heard it's supposed to be about like a 10 to 15 hour game or somewhere along there. And plus, I mean, I'm not really gonna probably be bothering with like a lot of the completion stuff like on stream. But Sun is telling me this could end up probably being like a pretty like a somewhat simple platinum. I'm not entirely sure. It may have to be I have to like do other playthroughs on higher difficulties. But it definitely seems like they really streamlined the collectibles with you being able to like purchase papers you missed as well as comic books. And and I like how you can go in and buy like the whole mechanical like buying cards like to add to your deck, so you can hopefully have like more of a chance at doing the card game. So we'll play more of this sometime today. I'm gonna definitely make sure that I'm gonna try to rest, hit the gym maybe in the morning or maybe sometime in the afternoon, or I may actually go ahead and try to stream this again in the morning to go and get it out of the way, and then like hit the gym sometime in the afternoon. We'll see. But yeah, to those who came out and hung out, even though this was definitely a late stream for this, I really appreciate you guys. Even if you just lurked, and those who come by and hang out, like in the stream, hang out, watch the stream, like after, it's VOD. Appreciate you guys as well, like as far as the recording aspect of it. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go and get some rest. I was gonna do a raid, but probably like not really too many people there. Like I know they'll be live right now. But I'm looking forward to the next stream of this, and I'm also looking forward like multiplayer stuff over the weekend. I really do hope that I can get a group together for a gentleman's dispute, but if not that, we'll figure out something to play. And then of course there's Grounded 2 with April 17 as we take on the Beat the Heat update for that. But till next stream, Rogues, I'm gonna go get me some food, and I'm gonna lay down for a while. So I definitely need to get caught up on some sleep. But I'll see you guys next stream. But until then, much love. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.